So do you also want to automatically summarize the reviews you receive from Google Business Profile? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to automate AI-based customer review summarization for Google Business Profile. So like you, I also used to manually read all the reviews one by one and then generate the reply. But this is such a time-consuming and a tedious task. So to solve this problem, I've simply created this amazing automation where what is going to happen is that as soon as a new review is received through Google Business Profile, automatically my AI agent is going to summarize the review and also give us the suggested response. Further, I'm just going to add all of these details into a Google Sheets, and my team can review all of these details and then write the reply. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Google Business Profile, OpenAI and Google Sheets. And to create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also want to create this amazing automation for your own business, then for that you have to come with me towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automate the summarization of customer reviews from your Google Business Profile using an AI agent. So whether you're receiving dozens or hundreds of reviews, this workflow helps you to instantly extract the key sentiments, recurring themes and improvement areas. It simply combines them neatly into your Google Sheets. It's a game changer for making data-driven decisions without reading every review line by line. So let's get started and bring AI-powered clarity to your customer feedback. So to get started, we are simply going to open a new tab, and I'm just going to look for the landing page of Pabbly Connect simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. And now it is opening the landing page of Pabbly Connect, and over here we're just going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month to explore the application. But over here, I am an existing user, so I'm simply going to click on this button which says sign in. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps, and over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm simply going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connects account. And now it is opening my dashboard, and to get started with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So over here on my dashboard, you can see multiple folders which I've already created in which I save my workflows. So if you also want to create a new folder, you can go towards this create new folder button and create your own. I have already created many, so I'm just going to save my workflow in one of these only, which is automations. And now I'm just going to name my workflow as this: AI-based customer review summarization for Google Business Profile. And then we are simply going to click on this button which says create. And once I'm just going to click on this create, it is going to open the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow is going to run. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this, you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by our trigger. And that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. And to get started, I'm simply going to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm simply going to select it as Google Business Profile. So I'm simply going to select it right over here. And now for the trigger event, I'm simply going to select it as new review. And now I'm just going to click on this connect. Now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Business Profile account with your Pabbly Connects workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now we have to click on this blue button which says sign in with Google. And now Pabbly is asking me to select my Gmail account, with the help of which I'm just going to connect my Google Business Profile. So I'm simply going to select my Gmail account, with the help of which I'm just going to connect my Google Business Profile account. And now I'm simply going to click on this continue because Pabbly is asking me for some permissions, and my data is secure with Pabbly. And you can also click on this continue. Pabbly is safe. And once I'm just going to click on this continue, with this we have successfully connected our Google Business Profile account with our Pabbly Connects workflow. And now it is asking me to select the account, so I'm simply going to select the account. And now it is asking me for the location name. So over here I'm simply going to select the location name too. And after doing this, I'm simply going to click on this save and send test request. But before clicking on this save and send test request, I'll just let you know that Google Business Profile is a pooling based application. So pooling based application means that this application will not check for new data instantly. It is going to take some amount of time to check for the new data. And over here it is saying the trigger will check for new data in 1 hour. So as soon as I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, Pabbly is going to capture the last response or the latest response submitted in my Google Business Profile. So what I'm just going to do is first I'm just going to do the test submission, and then only I'm just going to click on this save and send test request. So to do the test submission, I'm simply going to open my Google Business Profile, and over here you can see that this is my account, but I can't write a review with the help of this account only. I have to use some another account to write the review. So I'm simply going to open another account and look for my business page, and over here you can see that this is my business page, and now I'm just going to add a review for the same. For that I'm just going to go towards this edit option, and now I'm just going to add a review being Ritika Nathani. So let's say I'm just going to give these stars as 4, and now I'm just going to share the details of my experience. Stylish options and affordable prices, ended up buying more than I planned. Will definitely shop here again, and I'm simply going to post it right from here. And once I'm just going to post it, yes, you can see that I've successfully posted my review. Over here you can see that this is the review which I've recently posted. And now what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to open my workflow, and now I'm just going to click on the save and send test request so that Pabbly can capture the response of the same review which I've posted right over here. Alright, so I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request, and once I'm just going to click on this, yes, you can see star rating 4, and over here you can see the same comment which we added as Ritika Nathani has been received as the response right over here. And now I'm just going to summarize this with the help of my AI agent, and first with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what is going to happen is that whenever a new review is going to be posted right over here for my business, within an hour Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. If you want to reduce or increase this time, you can go towards this 3 dots, set trigger time, and from here you can reduce this time till 10 minutes and increase it till 24 hours. I'm just going to keep it as 60 minutes only and move on further. Now I'm just going to create AI based customer review summarization for my Google Business Profile. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to select my action application as my AI agent, which is OpenAI. So I'm simply going to select my action application as OpenAI, and as you can see the same, so I'm simply going to select it. And now for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as ChatGPT right over here, and now I'm simply going to click on this connect. And now it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your OpenAI account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me and click on add a new connection. And now it is asking me for the token, and to get this token, we are simply going to follow the help text, and it is saying kindly visit your OpenAI API key page to get the API key that you need to enter here. So I'm simply going to go towards my OpenAI API key page to get the API key. And after coming over here towards this page, we are simply going to go towards this create new secret key. I'm just going to enter my key name, select the project, and click on this create secret key button. And now my key has been created. So I'm simply going to copy this key, and then we're just going to paste this key right over here in our workflow. And after pasting this key, I'm simply going to click on this button which says save. And with this, we have successfully connected our OpenAI account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the AI model. So I'm simply going to select it as GPT-4. You can select it any another of your choice. And now it is asking me for the prompt, so I'm simply going to enter my prompt right over here. Alright, so as you can see that I've successfully entered my prompt, and I'm just going to simply map the review right over here. So to map this review, I'm not going to enter it manually, but we're just going to map it. Mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Google Business Profile as our trigger application. So we are simply going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm just going to map the review right over here, which is the comment which I submitted in my test submission. And after mapping this, I'm simply going to click on this save and send test request, and once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, my AI agent is going to generate me the AI sentiment, AI summary, and also suggested response. Over here you can see that it has generated me the summary and also the suggested response with the sentiment. And now I'm just just going to add these details into my Google Sheets. For that, I'm just going to add another action step. Now for the action application, I'm simply going to select it as Google Sheets. But this time for the action event, I'm simply going to select it as add new row and click on this connect. Now it is asking me for the same once again. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can simply click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection. Once again, we have to click on this sign in with Google. Once again, I'm just going to select my Gmail account, with the help of which I'm just going to connect my Google Sheets. And after doing this, I'm simply going to click on this allow, giving all the permissions Pabbly is asking for. And with this, we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So I'm simply going to select my spreadsheet, which is AI review summaries. And now I'm just going to select the sheet, which is sheet 1. And now I'm just going to move on forward. It is asking me for many other details. So one by one, I'm just going to map all of these details, and then we're just going to simply click on this save and send test request. All right, so one by one, I'm just going to map all of these details. We're just going to start with this customer name. I'm simply going to map the customer name from the responsive Google business profile right over here, which is the display name. Now for the review text, I'm just going to map the comment right over here. We're just going to move on further. I'm just going to map the star rating. Then I'm just going to move on further. I'm just going to map this AI sentiment right over here. I'm just going to move on forward. I'm just going to map the AI generated summary and the suggested response. Now further, my team can review all of this and then respond accordingly to that review. And now I'm simply going to click on the save and send test request. And once I'm just going to click on this save and send test request, we have received a positive response that we have successfully added these details into our Google Sheets. So I'm simply going to open my Google Sheets, and as you can see, the details have been added. You can see all the details are exactly the same which my AI agent generated or I received as the response of Google business profile. So yes, with this, we have successfully completed our workflow and this video too. And now whenever I'm just going to receive a new review through Google business profile, my AI agent is going to summarize that review, and further we are just going to add all of these details into our Google Sheets. All of this is going to happen in backend. We don't have to come back in again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. We just have to sit back and relax, and all of this is going to happen in backend. Now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect. And while trying, if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. See you in the next video with many more automation tips, everyone. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this URL. And now go try this amazing automation for your own business too, because right now we are offering a free trial of Pabbly Connect.